In the name of God Almighty. Hello everybody, how are you? I hope you're quite well. In today's session, God willing, we're going to talk about elision. And as a general meaning, elision means the omission of sounds. So we can define elision as omitting one or more sounds in a word or a phrase to make it easier to pronounce. Elision is used in casual and informal speech. The related sound can be or D. For example, we say sandwich rather than sandwich. No D here. Similarly, soft drink or soft drink instead of soft or soft drink. So the first type of elision is the omission of consonants. 2. The right sound can be schwa sound. For example, separate here as an adjective, not as a verb to separate. Separate and separate. So here, the second type of elision, which is omission of an unstressed vowel. The unstressed vowel is the schwa sound. The third type, the whole syllable is erect. For example, comfortable, comfortable. Here we removed the whole syllable, which is OI. So the third type of elision is the omission of the whole syllable. Number 4. Interactions: will, don't, and less. That's the fourth type of elision, which is the omission of long forms of auxiliaries and modules. The missing letter is usually replaced with an apostrophe. Let's move on to talk about one more for you. On what basis is a writing sounds taking place? The written of sounds is not at random. That is to say, we do not just drop any sound anywhere. No, we have some conditions, among which is that it must be preceded by a consonant of the same voice. For example, last night, last night. Look please here, we have S and the T. And T is voiceless and preceded by S, which is also voiceless. So here we can have elision. S and T are of the same voice. Both of them are voices. So we can have elision first. Last night. But not in bell them. Look here. T is voices, but it's preceded by O, which is voice. So we can have elision. So bell them. Bell them. The preceding consonant O is voice. Number two, the following sound must be a consonant other than sound or any vowel sound. For example, this house, take here, is followed by H sound. So we have to keep T. Guest house, simply most part. T or the image. When T or the comes between two consonant sounds, it gets elided. It here refers to T or the cipher. It gets elided, which means move. Which means that it doesn't get pronounced. T and D are here we use and. T and D are elided when they occur in a sequence of three consonants. That is, when they appear within a consonant cluster. Here, consonant plus T or D, followed by consonant, no T or D. T and D elision can happen inside one word. Here I'm going to read the words with elision. Friendship rather than French. Boast car instead of boast car. Boastman instead of saying boastman. Friends instead of saying friends. Christmas, sandwich, grandmother, grandpa, grandma, grandson, grandparent, muscle, house. T and D elision can even happen between two words. Now, instead of saying left turn, we say left turn. When two or more consonants of a similar nature come together, we elide one of them just to simplify the pronunciation. So here, left turn, hardest, at least twice. Far to, next to, when to, next turn, rub down, next time, for the first time. Kept talking, he kept talking about his life yesterday. Last chance or last chance, you look at it. Send to, instead of saying send to. First three, mashed potato rather than mashed potato. A beach whale instead of saying a beached whale. Next door, not next door, next door. Next door. Next day must be soft drink or soft drink. In this sentence, he promised to mend my boat. With assimilation, he promised to mend my boat. He promised to mend my boat. Bathe quickly. Here, he stopped breathing. He stopped breathing. And using elision, we say he stopped breathing. He stopped breathing without T. Used car, used car, used car. Here we change Z sound into C because it comes before voiceless K. So we have to use voiceless sound, which is it's a voicing assimilation. Landscape, windscreen. And instead of saying locked door, locked door, we locked door. D here, that sound here is voice. So we have to use D sound instead of K, which is voices. We have to use D, which is voices, because it's followed by voiced sound, which is D, as called voicing assimilation. Day and night, ups and downs, fish and chips. The shortened form of "and" becomes the "and" when preceded and followed by consonants. I don't know. Last day, last night, most popular, handbag. As we have already said, we don't leave out tip or bit before a vowel sound or head. So here, a second had car. Guest house. Send home. His left hand. You burnt it. First of me. Religion of or image. Complex consonant clusters can be simple. And instead of saying clothes, this shift is rather difficult. We elide the and stress the and extend the. So closed here, not closes, close. Both are right, but choose the easier pronunciation form. Months, what goes for close can go for months. And instead of saying months, we say months. In this sentence, Henry the sixth to really advance it. It sounds rather difficult, but we use Elision just to simplify the pronunciation. So Henry the 63, 63, 63. So Henry the 63 advanced. Similarly, in this sentence, George the 63rd. We say George the 63rd. John the 63rd. Fifth is instead of this we say fifths. And instead of saying asthma or asthma, we say asthma or asthma. Texts, text. Ch or j image. Lunch by itself. But when it's junior to time, we say lunchtime instead of saying lunchtime. Similarly, a strange days is strange by itself on its own. But once it joined and attached to days, so we say a strange day. A strange day. Number 4, count Elision or count. Please listen carefully when I pronounce this sentence. I can't swim. Here, I can swim. What did you notice? Here can is conjugated in positive form. So we pronounce the vowel a little bit longer than can when it's conjugated in negative form. So one more time, I can swim, but here I can't swim. The only difference between the positive and the negative of can is that can, which is the positive form, the vowel sounds longer, but can, which is negative form, the vowel sounds short. Here, te is followed by a vowel, so we have to pronounce I can't eat it. I can't eat it. When can is followed by a vowel, the te or de is elided. So it isn't elided. We have to pronounce it. Number 4. Religion of schwa sound. Vowels are elided when they occur in unstressed syllables between two consonants, and most commonly when they are followed by set-rate, mental, correct. Here from 1 to 3, this process leads to syllabic consonants. So, a syllabic consonant, the syllable itself forms separate syllables, and no vowel sound is pronounced at all, as in, sudden, often. Also, when the unstressed vowel is followed by t, so vegetable, instead of saying vegetable, vegetable. Also after so family or family, both are right because religion is optional. Memory or memory, camera or camera, memorable, memorable or memorable. Note that schwa must not be elided when a native consonant proceeds the sequence, e.g., land, abandon. You have to pronounce the schwa sound. Sentence, Russian. Anything of schwa after the first stress syllable. Separate, business, chocolate, several, interesting, vegetable, average, temperature, opera, evening, every, general, different, fried, here syllabic in, and here different syllabic are. Reasonable, syllabic in, desperate, syllabic are, bottoming, and instead of saying bottoming, bottoming, gardening. Here, I like to shed light on very important and useful information, which is the first syllable of this word, i.e., big and min, both have short E sound, but the short E sound is rather different Then different here in bav, but here min. A and F, Y. Beverage is a non-English originated word, most probably French word, so it comes into English carrying its original sound. In English, we transcribe it as short sound, but it's not the pure short E, the pure English short E, which is found in min. So here, beverage and min. Ba, like cattle, catcher. So beverage, but min. Preferable, federal, comparable, comparable, yeah, literature. A little offshore before this calculation. Vowel plus RY. Elementary, nursery, dictionary, ordinary, military, necessary, cemetery, secretary. A little offshore before this syllable. Cally. Logically. And instead of saying logica, no pa. So logically, basically, practically. The whole syllable is Iran. Comfortable. Here we have two words, comfortable or comfortable. Comfortable or comfortable. Library. Here we removed this whole syllable, which is RA or the sound. Cannot. Here contraction, and the contraction is one form of image. Many thanks for giving me your precious time. I hope you found this useful. Till we meet again, I wish you all the best. Without wishing goodbye.